Behind the tall fences and strict security of a South Korean military base lies a story never meant for the public to hear. A story about a global idol who slowly began to change, not because of training, not because of military pressure, but because of a meeting he never expected. Jungkook of BTS, known for his resilience and cheerful spirit, is now showing a darker side. And Taehyung, his closest friend, can't hide the anxiety that haunts him every night. This is not just another celebrity rumor. It's about old wounds, a shocking encounter, and a friendship tested by the unexpected, according to reports from several military sources who chose to remain anonymous. There was nothing unusual at the base where Jungkook is currently serving. He woke up early as usual, joined training, and followed his daily routine. But around noon, a name appeared on the list of approved visitors. It wasn't from his family, nor from bighit management, nor even from any fellow BTS member. It wasn't a name we recognized, but when Jungkook saw it, he froze. Like he was seeing a ghost from his past, said one person who witnessed the moment. The meeting lasted around 40 minutes, away from public areas and under lighter supervision than normal. When Jungkook returned, his smile was gone. His energy dimmed, and from that moment on, something inside him changed. His fellow soldiers described Jungkook's change in simple yet heartbreaking words. He remained polite, still carried out his duties, but he was much quieter than usual. Some even said he seemed to be carrying a burden too heavy to talk about for someone like Jungkook, typically cheerful, energetic, and often a mood booster among peers. The change was undeniable. He still laughed, but it didn't feel real. Like his smile didn't reach his eyes, said one soldier close to him. And no one knew exactly who had come that day. But the effect was real, as if the encounter had torn open a long-healed scar far from the military camp. Kim Taehyung felt that something wasn't right. While communication between BTS members during their military service is limited, he kept his routine, checking in, reading news updates, and occasionally sending supportive messages. But something about that week was different. Jungkook didn't reply. No emojis, no voice notes, no "Hyung, I'm okay" like he usually sent. Taehyung, known for his emotional intuition, began to feel uneasy. He didn't speak about it publicly, but his expression changed. His social media posts became more melancholic. The music he shared turned somber. In one live stream, he seemed distracted several times. Fans who were attuned to him quickly sensed it. Something was deeply bothering Taehyung. And when news broke that Jungkook had met an unknown visitor, everything started to make sense. Taehyung rarely expresses his emotions openly to the public. But for ARMY, who have followed him for years, his silence speaks volumes. An Instagram post of a gray sky with a caption, "Sometimes things return not to stay, but to test," drew attention. Soon after, he uploaded a melancholic piano instrumental, accompanied by a broken heart emoji. Speculation began. Did Taehyung know who came to see Jungkook? Did he feel betrayed for being left out? Or worse, did he feel he had failed as a friend for not being able to protect Jungkook from a resurfacing emotional wound? Amid the mystery, ARMY once again proved they were more than just fans. They started piecing together information, from Jungkook's military schedule, visitor records at the camp, to digital footprints from the past that might hint at the visitor's identity. Theories emerged, ranging from an old acquaintance before debut, a figure from Jungkook's school days, to someone who had been part of a long-settled personal conflict. But one thing they all agreed on: whoever that person was, their presence had a huge emotional impact. Just as important, many armies sent messages of support to Taehyung, reminding him that it was never his job to carry everyone's pain. They knew how heavy it must feel to be the silent protector. To this day, there's been no official statement from the agency regarding the identity of the mysterious visitor. However, according to internal sources, Jungkook reportedly applied for a personal leave after the encounter. A leave that wasn't publicly disclosed, most likely used not for leisure, but to heal. Some believe Jungkook and Taehyung eventually managed to connect privately after the incident. A quiet meeting filled with silence, perhaps some tears, but above all, honesty. This story isn't about who came to the military camp. It's a story about how the past can unexpectedly knock at your door while you're trying to move forward. About how true friendship doesn't always mean understanding everything, but being willing to stay. Even when things get dark, Jungkook is processing. Taehyung is trying to understand. And ARMY, they're still here, waiting with love, without demanding answers. Maybe not all questions will be answered. But one thing is certain. The bond between Jungkook and Taehyung isn't just about BTS. It's about two young men who grew up together, got hurt together, and are trying to protect each other even when they themselves are broken. And that is the purest form of love anyone can ever have. Jungkook and the mysterious figure at the military camp. Fact or sensation? What do you think? After the shocking news of Jungkook's mysterious encounter at the military camp spread and sparked concern from Taehyung all the way to BTS loyal fans, a deeper question began to surface beneath the public uproar. Did this really happen? Or is this a fabricated story crafted to attract public attention? In this fast-paced digital era, events can quickly become narratives. Narratives can turn into drama, and drama can explode into global sensations within mere hours. The case of Jungkook, a global superstar who is supposed to serve his military duty quietly and privately, suddenly found himself in the middle of a mystery that stirred up public emotions. We read reports that he met someone unknown, yet it left a massive impact. We see speculations that Taehyung, his bandmate and close friend, was emotionally shaken to the point of changing his usual social media behavior. We even heard that Jungkook applied for a personal leave shortly after the encounter. But wait, can all these details actually be verified? Or are these simply pieces of a puzzle we've constructed out of curiosity, fear, and imagination? A key question we should always ask when facing stories like this is, who truly benefits from this narrative? It's no secret that the Korean and global entertainment media is highly skilled at crafting emotional arcs to maintain public interest. Popularity is currency, and rumors bring traffic, engagement, and profit. So, when a story about Jungkook meeting a mysterious someone starts spreading without any official confirmation, and when Taehyung suddenly becomes emotionally involved in the storyline, could it be that this narrative was carefully constructed for specific reasons? Some netizens argue that this is just extra drama to maintain BTS's relevance during their military hiatus. Some even boldly claim that it's a part of a strategic marketing buildup before a major comeback. Yet on the other hand, many others firmly believe this story is entirely real. They point to Jungkook's subtle behavioral changes, Taehyung's emotional signals, and the consistent shifts in their digital communication patterns. It's too much to be a coincidence. One fan wrote on a global forum, one of the most compelling parts of the story is Taehyung's reaction. His gloomy expressions, cryptic posts, and somber music choices are all seen as signs of inner turmoil. But let's pause. Could it be that the public is simply reading too much into it? Perhaps Taehyung was just enjoying a melancholic song, and the gray sky photo was merely a moment of artistic self-expression. This leads us to a larger question. Do celebrities like Taehyung always have to be decoded? Or are we the ones too thirsty for drama, projecting narratives onto their every move? If this story is true, then Jungkook is the victim of a haunting past and a jarring reunion. But if it's mere sensationalism, then he is simply the star of a perfectly orchestrated script. Did someone from his past really visit? Did Jungkook truly freeze, change, and request a leave as an emotional response? Or was the entire story spun without his involvement and now runs wildly out of control? What's most ironic is that Jungkook hasn't confirmed a single detail. He remains silent. And perhaps that very silence is what allows these speculations to grow stronger. And who knows? Maybe one day Jungkook will speak out. But until that moment comes, all we have are questions and the desire to believe.